start consulting as a practice and be the partner with Franchise India. So Franchise India is world's largest franchise advisory franchise solution company, and we are a platform where we are talking about it's a start your own business platform, and it's a direct invitation through this webinar today to become the partner with Franchise India and be the specialists how to start your own business. So that's what the whole business model is. We are looking forward for the specialists, which we called as independent franchise consultants, who would be the specialist how to start your own business. So we work with investors and guide them, help them to find a right business opportunity uh, in different categories, and that would also be in different categories and different investments. So Franchise India would help all these investors to find the right opportunity. So we are how to start your own business specialists. When we are talking about franchise in the business, I'll give you some understanding what we are talking about. We are talking about three largely businesses. One is the investment advisory. Then second is growth advisory. Third is exit planning. So being an independent franchise consultant is more than just a title. So it means empowering businesses, helping aspiring entrepreneurs, supporting business owners, and to scale their business. And we also enable profitable exits. Like we are working with investors on one side who are looking to invest in some business, they want to start business. So over the period of time now, we have seen there are some 70% people who are first-time business buyers. So it's very, very important decision for them and very risky decision. Also, it's a lifetime decision for them. And we help, we guide them, we mentor them. There are so many parameters we have to evaluate before you get into some business and invest. Second side, we are working with businesses at startup level, which are mid-segment companies, which are also the large corporates and enterprise brands. We call it as growth advisory. So we help them scale their business. Third, we are planners also. So we help how to exit out of the current business. It can be a franchise owner, it can be a business owner who is looking forward to come out of the business, and we do a proper exit planning for them. So over 27 years of experience, what we have, because we are pioneers in this, we are market leaders in this. We use a byline that nobody in the world sells more business than us, because Franchise India have created a very, very large network through our business partners, through our IFC partners in over 100 cities in India. We're also present now in 19 countries, and we feel that today anything we consume as a service, as a product, is coming from a franchise company. So today, every partner, every business owner is looking forward to grow the businesses. They want to enter into new markets through this franchise network, because franchising is becoming the viable model for the expansions. So Franchise India have got three companies. We will discuss about Franchise India as we do 200 events across India, which is up to tier 3, tier 4 cities as well. So we have around 1,200 people working in Franchise India. As we say, we are in over 100 cities today. So we are known as Franchise India in India. So any business which we are doing out of India, because we help Indian brands also to go out of India, to expand out of India. So we do this through Frank Global. So Frank Global becomes the international arm of our business and is also the market entry for global brands. So we help global brands to get them in India to expand in India in different cities. And third, we have also FranCorp. FranCorp is world's largest, a 60-year-old franchise consulting company based in USA. So we have acquired this company 20 years back in India, and they are helping businesses to get them into franchise. They make you franchise ready. If you are having some business you want to franchise, so consulting would be done first. That is FranCorp. It's 60-year-old, world's largest. So if you talk about brands like McDonald's, you talk about KFCs and other brands. So FranCorp have consulted them for getting them into franchise and help them to do all the documentation and the financial model also. So India, we started with Lakme. Lakme was never into a salon. They were a cosmetic product brand. So it has been consulted by FranCorp for creating a model for salon. And then Franchise India have done salon franchise also for Lakme. And then Lenskart, two other brands also are all consulted by FranCorp. So if we talk about our journey, Franchise India are today having Franchise India, Fran Global, and FranCorp. But we also have other mediums like we're running a media house. We have three publications, The Franchising World, which is 28-year-old only magazine in India for franchising. We are also having a retailer publication. We also run Entrepreneur, which is US-based magazine, which is the highest selling business magazine. And we own this and publish and promote this magazine in India last 16 years. And we have franchiseindia.com, which is our online portal, and we do events. That's also where we help investors and brands to come together, and then Franchise India team would help to structure the deal for investors. So in this webinar, we'll discuss about what Franchise India journey has been so far in 28 years. Second, we'll also discuss about franchising overall as an industry, how big this industry is and what is the scope. And if you are planning to join Franchise India, so we'll be also knowing how big this industry is and what's the scope there. Third, we'll also talk about the franchise model for independent franchise consultant, which is an individual model wherein you can become as an individual, you can become partner with Franchise India. And we also are open for some cities where uh, we are open for a branch model also that we called as a firm model. That's also the second model which we will discuss about. But before we take this webinar further, so there are some guidelines. We will request each and everyone who have joined us, please use Q&A box to share your questions, your queries with us, because we do not have any option where you can speak to us in this webinar. So it will be only Q&A box that you share your thoughts. So we'll give you full understanding about who we are. Then we would also look forward to know who have joined us this webinar today, especially which city you are there from, because we have structure and we have already this successful model which we are running in over 100 cities. So there are few cities we are absolutely not opening now right now. So there are cities wherein we are recently opened. So we'll discuss about that, but you have to share with us your profile, and there's a question which we are sharing in your chat box. You can also use the option and with your city name, and you can share with me us. So I'll give you some introduction also who have joined this webinar from our side, from Franchise India side. We have a management team, and plus we also have our regional heads who are also there in this webinar. So along with me, I have regional heads. My name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India. We have Anurag who have joined us from Kolkata office. We have Praveen joined us from Bangalore office. So we have Shaktivel. He joined us from Chennai. So he takes care of all Tamil Nadu and Kerala market. We also have joined Akhil. Akhil has joined from corporate office Delhi. And we also have joined our managing director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, whom I will request first to hand over to her, and that she will take us through set of the perspective of this webinar, plus will give us overall perspective of franchising and franchise in their journey as well. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. And friends, I wish you all a very good evening to all of you. And I welcome you once again on today's webinar. And before I get started, I saw one of the comments, Gagan ji, आप चाहते हैं हम हिंदी में बोलें, but I just want to tell you that इस वेबिनार पे बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिन्होंने ज्वाइन किया है एंड सब लोग हिंदी नहीं समझते हैं. वी हैव लॉट ऑफ इन्वेस्टर्स हु हैव आल्सो ज्वाइंड फ्रॉम आउटसाइड इंडिया. सो हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हम ऐसी लैंग्वेज यूज करें विच एवरीबडी कैन अंडरस्टैंड एंड हेंस द मीडियम ऑफ दिस वेबिनार इज इंग्लिश. बट अगर आप बात करना चाहते हैं यू कैन रीच आउट टू अस. हमारी लोकल रीजनल टीम्स आपसे बात करके आपको सारी चीजें आपको एक्सप्लेन कर सकती हैं. So, friends, I like to add this is a very serious business partner opportunity, and this is also a full-time approach. And the way that Franchise India, the entire management, our leadership takes it is also with a long-term intent, a long-term responsibility, and a commitment which comes from both the sides. And that is the reason that you see on this webinar the entire management, our entire senior leadership that have joined us from across the country. Now, before we get into understanding what this opportunity is, I like to also give a little understanding about who we are as a company, because when we look at partnering with any company, it is very important to understand their journey, what they do, and if it aligns to what you want to do as an entrepreneur. And second, we'll talk about the industry, which is extremely important. And we need to see if there is a relevance of the industry in the next, say, 15 to 20 years. So we'll talk about how franchising is shaping entrepreneurship. And then we'll come down to understanding of the business model, what it takes to become an independent franchise consultant or a firm partner with Franchise India. And we'll be happy to take any questions that you have on this webinar. And also post the webinar, we would like to conduct with few, I would say, friends, partners, or prospective partners, some in-depth discovery sessions. So to get started, friends, Franchise India has been a pioneer, I would say, in franchising. And what we have created over these last 28 years is something which is not only a very strong ecosystem, but this is also a very unparalleled ecosystem around franchising as an economy, as an industry. And this has been built with a lot of consciousness in a very, very structured way. In our business today, it serves as a solution to everything that is centered around franchising, and it touches every single stakeholder. So, in simple terms, it's a full stack ecosystem from educating investors on the right business opportunities to be chosen to helping them discovering different opportunities. We have a platform of Franchise India where people can go discover opportunities. So from there to also our advisory services where investors can take advisory sessions from our teams, our partners, and take an informed decision to start a business. And then we have a large distribution across India, which today is present in about 97 cities. And we are also proud to say we are also available in 19 countries outside India. So, what we have done, I would say again, is something which is unparalleled, and that creates also a very strong barrier for anyone to do what we are currently doing. And as a start your own business specialist, our fundamental reason for starting Franchise India was to drive entrepreneurship. And this is something I always say everyone at Franchise India drives, we live every single day, which is the purpose of democratization of entrepreneurship. So ever since we started in 1999, there was a big mission that we had. And the initiative also, everybody at Franchise India, the initiative for us to start the independent franchise consultant program was also to work with like-minded entrepreneurs and partners who have the skills intent to drive entrepreneurship like all of us have at Franchise India and our partners. Now, today, given our distribution across India and overseas market, you should also know that a larger part of our distribution today across India and also international markets, it is led by our independent franchise consultants. And this community is a very big strength for us at Franchise India. And the growth, I would say overall, and the reason why we need more and more partners to join, because this growth is also driven by expanding market size and the scale of business opportunity, which continues to grow at a very high speed or a big pace. So we strongly believe at Franchise India, we need maybe more hands, we need more presence and a deeper presence to capture this opportunity, and which can only be enabled through our entrepreneurship program, which is Independent Franchise Consultant Program. So there are two opportunities. One is to become a partner with Franchise India, where you as an individual can run your own practice. And second is to own I would say a firm of Franchise India. And that opportunity is available in very select cities because a lot of cities have been taken up and there are few cities which are currently available, which can also be discussed. So before I go further, I'll request we also have on this webinar, we have Mr. Gaurav Maurya, who's the chairman of Franchise India Group. And he's a leading global franchise and a business growth consultant and expert. And he's somebody who's highly successful serial entrepreneur and known for bringing the franchise and the small business revolution in India. So I'll request Gaurav to set the perspective for all of you. And friends, will also subsequently, because we want to make this session very, very interactive, we'll also like to ask you certain questions to understand your profile, the cities that you come from. And so here we are to get started. So I'll request Gaurav to take over.
Thank you, Sonia, and welcome, friends. And my apologies for joining a little late this webinar. My last meeting got extended. But welcome to all of you who've joined from India and also few of you who've joined from other markets. The Franchise India, as Sonia would have just explained, we are world's largest franchise company. We're very proud that we have built the largest community of franchise consultants, which we call independent franchise consultants globally. Today, we operate in Southeast Asia, we operate in Gulf countries, we are in India subcontinent, which means Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal. And we are also adding new countries. So even Central Asia, countries like Mongolia, Australia, all these markets we have our independent franchise consultant. But I'm most proud in the work our team has done in India. Last 28 years, we have built this industry, built by brick. And today we're very proud. We are second largest franchise industry in the world. More importantly, we are very proud that we have actually brought in a lot of franchise systems in the market, consulted over 18,000 names from the largest corporations like Reliance, Tata's, Aditya Birla's, and likes of them, to a lot of startups who trusted Franchise India for their growth journey. So, as Franchise India, Fran Global, and Francorp is an American company we acquired, oldest consulting firm. Between these three brands, we are the world's largest platform for helping one side investors, or I call business owners, to invest into active businesses. So carefully understand, when I say active businesses, you can buy a new franchise, you can buy a master franchise, you can buy area franchise, you can buy a running company, you can also invest into any startup or any business. So if you want to invest into an active business, we are the only and the largest platform for that. Second, we also help businesses grow through franchise, which is what I was talking about, 18,000 brands. It's not a small number, friends. So a lot of brands you see around yourself, even a brand like Amul, Mother Dairy, which are day-to-day corporates, which you have now, cooperatives, which you see around you. We have built their franchise model, and they're now one of the largest franchise company. On one side, we would work with DPS schools. On the other side, we work with Apollo hospitals. On one side, we will do a salons like Naturals and Green Trends, or Tony and Guy and likes of them. Other side, we do preschools like Eurokid, Kidsy, Kangaroo Kids, and I can go on and on. Even a delivery coming to your home through a Zepto is client of Franchise India. So we don't see sometimes directly, but in businesses or products or services you consume, they all have been brought by Franchise India to all of you. So we are very proud that we have not only just contributed in Indian economy, but help entrepreneurs to build new businesses. And that's the marriage which we love, because on one side, we help businesses to scale through franchise. On the other side, we help investors to partner with these great opportunities. So that's the second part. And third part, which is also very, very interesting and a big focus for us in 2026, is helping people to exit their business. So friends, this opportunity, let me define a little bit for you. So there are about 30 million businesses in India. It can be not even population for many countries, but we have 30 million businesses. Out of 30 million, given a choice, about 20%, which is 6 million, want an exit. Now, they want exit for different reasons. It can be non-performing businesses. It can be no succession plan. It can be many other reasons. People migrating, not interested in business, cannot manage that business. And there can be reasons. They want somebody to help them exit the business. So we get this business onboarded, do the evaluation of the business, and put it on the block to sell the business. So ask yourself, friends, these three services, have you heard any other consulting firm doing? And how much demand of these three services is there? Every home has somebody who needs either of that, right? Either you have somebody in your family who wants to start a new business, either you have a business which wants to grow, or you have a business which you don't want to continue and sell that. We are the only company in the world which offer all these services and everything in house. And that's a learning and methodology we provide to our IFC partners, and they become very successful consultants and offer these services. When you meet any of our IFC partner and ask him what do you do, they will say we are start your own business specialist. They help people to start a new business. Like if I give you an example, if you want to buy a property today, there are 1 million brokers. 1 million. And property is straightforward, right? So 2 bedroom is going to be 2 bedroom. 2,000 square feet is 2,000 square feet, right? It's straightforward. But you still have 1 million brokers. Then if you want to buy a financial product, insurance, stock market, anything, I think, then also you bought a 1 million people, right? Again, very straightforward. You can just open up your account, you can buy yourself. The most complex thing, buying yourself a business, which is very complex because every business is unique, every location is unique, financial parameter, risk appetite, everything is so unique. You need help. You need help from somebody who really is trained on helping you to take the decision of making the right informed decision to buy a business. And that's where we come in. So friends, when you become an IFC, you're in a unique position. You're in a unique position to help these entrepreneurs realize their dream goal of owning a business, which is a very, very complex structure. I've seen even the most seasoned business owners who've run business for a couple of decades need help when it comes to choosing a right or new business. And they need to do that. I personally work on a lot of bringing a lot of global companies. I've done 800 market entries, and I know how complex. And these businesses are bought by large corporations, right? Recently, if you have heard the news, there is a brand which Aditya Birla acquired called Joe and the Juice, which is one of the fastest growing coffee company. I worked with Joe and the Juice when they had only one location. Now it's among the second or third largest chain in the world. And Aditya Birla approached that business, but we brought them known to the market when they were just one location. So we start identifying opportunities early, partner with these opportunities very, very early, and then make them to scale in different parts. So friends, as Sonia said, before I go and explain you the business model and explain you the financial model and other things, I will have a question for all of you. And please use the Q&A box to answer that question. Introduce yourself, in terms of the four choices I will give you. One, if you are a professional, just write P and what profession you are in and which city you are coming from. Just write P and this, you can say city, Kanpur, and then if you want to share your profession. If you're a business owner, write B, your business and your city. If you are a management consultant, which means that you have some experience of being a management consultant, write MC. You can be a coach, business coach, you can be a counseling person, you can be a consultant, you can be any kind of experience of knowledge services. Write MC and your city. And if you want to share what kind of consulting you do, you can be even a property consultant, right? And if you are in a career change, which means that now you're looking for a new career, you're done with whatever you're doing, you're full-time available, write C and your city. Four choices: P for professionals, B for business owners, MC for management consultant, and C for career change. And I'll take some of you who have written. So we have a gentleman called Suresh, who's from Hyderabad. Suresh Praveen is leading our South India expansion, especially Hyderabad and Karnataka, which means Telangana and Karnataka. He's the right guy to work with you. Then we have
I can also take a few, because there are few who have already started writing before you joined in. So we
okay,
have somebody from Goa. In fact, we have Rohan.
Rohan, I'm there tomorrow. I don't
Yeah.
know what you do, but I'm coming for finalizing a very big deal just for a day. I'm in North Goa, and if I know your profile and if there is an opportunity and window, we can have a coffee together. But I need to know your profile. And Goa is a big market. Goa, I'm big focus because the big transactions there. And we are doing a big transaction there. So I'm personally coming to do that. I also practice like an IFC. And so I love doing that because I feel that it keeps the creativity on. You have to understand how deal making is done. So great.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We have also another master. I think it's Kunal Raj. I see he's joined us from Patna. Welcome, Kunal. I don't know what you do. Maybe you can go further and write that. We'll also like to welcome Mr. Swaminathan Balakrishna ji. And he says, as I'm new to the business, I have to understand and know about it. Definitely, Swaminathan ji, what you've written is you're a private tutor and you're also a stock market analyst, BSc, NSc. I am trying to expand myself. Is it what he writes? And there's a long message, Pritesh, I see from you. And you write, I have a corporate background in IT, 4 years of experience in Norway and associated with Norway India Chamber of Commerce, and currently operate 4 businesses in Pune. Great, including a franchise and my own brand. So you also run your own business. You run a franchise brand. We'd like to know what business you run. For someone with this background who wants to transition into franchise consulting, what would be the most practical roadmap to build credibility, acquire the first few paying clients, and create a sustainable consulting practice? Also, what are the biggest mistakes aspiring franchise consultants should avoid? I think that's the question Pritesh has for
Yeah.
us.
So very good question. I've read your question. So obviously need a detailed answer on that. But obviously we have done this for 28 years. I know how to build a sustainable consulting business. Not only I've done it for myself, but today 1,200 people work with us. in different markets, and we know how to train and create not just only a financially sustainable business, but also your own brand. You become a brand yourself, Pritesh, if you become a consultant. How you continue to appreciate your goodwill in the market and build your own, success stories and also thought leadership. So we love to have a call with you. And Pune is a great market. We have office in Kharadi, and then we have also another gentleman called Suresh is from Hyderabad. Suresh, I already told you. I'm quickly doing that because we have to cover a lot. So Ratan is from Assam. Guwahati, we have office, but we are very keen on Guwahati expansion. Northeast is suddenly unlocked, and we see a lot of opportunity. Patna is a very important market for us. Even the Starbucks, we opened up there. We opened up 2 Starbucks in Patna, and then we have. So Rohan is a business consultancy. Rohan, you can reach to directly to Sanjay Bhatt or Akhil, who reports to Sanjay. And if we see your profile and genuinely, then I would love to have a meeting with you tomorrow, even later. I'm in the day I committed myself. Then we have Safan, who's from Kozhikode. Again, very keen to talk to you. Your perfect profile of SME consultant. We also are SME specialist. Rather, I chair Indian Small Business and Franchise Association, and that's where the focus is. We want to really make these small businesses. While I don't like the word small, but I want small businesses to grow, and and help them to do that. Krishna is in Coimbatore. Coimbatore again, we have a branch, but we are adding a lot of people in Coimbatore. A big focus for us, big market, always been very important market for us. Then we have Sweetie, who's from Mumbai. Again, a career change, so it's a very good opportunity. We have office in Andheri. Mohan is Mysore. Mysore, Sanjay is coming himself, and we are doing a show in Mysore actually on, I don't know which date, 2nd or 3rd.
Mysore is 3rd of July. 3rd of July.
3rd of July. So there is a show of Franchise India. Franchise India has show in 60 cities in India, and endeavor is to do 100 cities of India. So we want to have influence. We go and do physical show in 100 cities and influence 400 cities of India. Then we have Mr. Chatterjee, who's from West Bengal. I'm not a political person, but I feel that last I visited West Bengal, there was a very positive outlay for business, and the people are excited. They want to see new things. Gopi is from Hyderabad. Surya is sales and marketing background, and then we have Munil Seth, who's a retail and corporate consultant. Great profile, absolutely top profile for business like ours. And I can tell you, whatever you're doing, this is 10x of that. But your experience would help you because it's same industry, retail, but now you're doing the growth consulting. Look, when you go and tell people, I fix your process problem, I fix your this problem, that problem, they don't give you the top dollar. But if you go and tell somebody, I'll make you more valuable, I'll take you where you are to 10x of your value, they are happy to give you because they are creating a quantum jump on that. So people like to hear, businesses like to hear growth answers. They need to increase their value where they are. And that's exactly what we do. We go to companies and say, when we did Lenskart was nobody. Today, we're very proud. It's a $6 billion company. When they came to us, they had no store, zero store. They came to us and say, we want to grow. We want to have stores. And the first 25 stores, we were not confident. They had no prototype. They had no structure, but we did it for them. And rest is history. So this is where the opportunity is. Identify businesses. Monil, if you want to be in, I think, identify businesses, retail businesses, which can go 10x, 100x, and do be part of their journey, both as a consultant and also maybe tomorrow you take equity in them and you be part of the value creation you do. Then we have Mr. Vijay Kumar, Kuala Lumpur, very keen on Kuala Lumpur. Rather, we did just a show in Kuala Lumpur. We're doing again a show in July in Kuala Lumpur, and I'm doing a massive Asia show in Kuala Lumpur in November. So very big focus for us is KL. While I've done business in KL for 20 years, I've worked with the largest corporations there, Berjaya. I worked with Mr. Vincent Tan and his companies, but very keen on this. Then we have Tariq, who's from Kandy, Sri Lanka, my favorite country. If I've given a choice, I will retire in Sri Lanka. I have an office in Colombo, but we are not in Kandy. And so we love to be in Kandy. And we have Fran Global Sri Lanka, and the only fresh show which happens in Sri Lanka. Then we have Prakash from Bahrain. Again, November, we did a show in Bahrain. I'm giving you all the examples because all the cities our marketing is going is where, because we have a big focus. Bahrain is a small market. Rather, I was the first consulting I did in Bahrain was 2002. I worked with a group called Dada Bhai Group. I made their model ready, and then we worked with Kanus, and we worked with other groups. We worked Jawad Group. Jawad Group used to own Papa John Pizza, and we have a lot of experience in that market. It's a great market, small market but great market, and we represent over 150 global brands: American, European, Australian, now Turkish brands. I have big focus for GCC is Turkish brands because people are loving Turkish brand, not so much loving the American brands. I should not say there's an open forum, but that's what it is. But they are liking a lot of Turkish brands. So we have nice cafes, fashion, a lot of other things. And we want to do a great show in Bahrain again, every year show. And hopefully, if all this problems settle down, I think GCC would see again a huge hockey stick growth. And then Surya is from Hyderabad. Mr. Jadhav, you can write on this. Then we have David, who's from Bangalore. David Praveen is our man in Bangalore. Very focused guy. He will take you through the whole journey. Then we have Kunal from this. Then we have somebody from Raipur. Raipur is again a market. I think we did show last 2 weeks back. 7th, I think we had a Raipur show. Very good show, very encouraging. And then we have Mr. Kennedy, Dr. Kennedy. He's a business owner and consultant. I like your profile. We should like to talk to you. And then we have Mr. Shah, who is from Gujarat, Mehsana. We are not in Mehsana, but and it's not restricted. Please try to understand. If you are even in Mehsana, you can work globally. So it's not limited to somebody in KL can work all Asia or any place else. Then we have Surya, 27 years, and we have Shivadas. Sorry, it's taking a lot of time, but on respect, I want to take everybody who's written because it's very important, and especially our friends from overseas. Mr. Shivadas is from KL. He's working in a medical field. And then we have Surya Kumar, who settled in this. And then we have Jogender, who's in Delhi. In Delhi, we are headquartered. So you are most welcome to come to our office. And Mr. Jadhav is from Pune. We are, as I said, big office in Kharadi. And then we have, who else I'm doing? Akshay is from Bangalore. And Jacqueline Lee.
Jacqueline is from Malaysia.
Malaysia, okay.
Yeah.
And Malaysia, we're doing 2 shows this time. And third, we are doing Asia show. The first time ever we're going to bring 100 global companies to Asia. And Malaysia is going to be our main business headquarters. Because we were there for Bahrain, in Singapore for many years. But now is a big focus is there. Prakash is in Bahrain, our country manager, Prakash. And then Jacqueline Lee, Sonia can take the number. Maybe
I'm doing that.
And good to see you, David. And there is also Sandeep from Mumbai. Sorry if I missed anybody. I was just scrolling too fast because I want to do that. So friends, I'll take maybe 10 more minutes to give you a fundamental understanding of what we do and how we make money. So we have 2 banks, and this is where our entire focus goes in. And one bank is opportunities. Opportunities can be domestic and it can be international. Say if somebody is in KL and become an IFC partner. So we integrate a lot of domestic opportunities. All top companies in Malaysia from all of them know us. So it can be a Mary Brown, which is a fried chicken company. I just want to read a company, small company called Rolty, which is rolls, very Asian style rolls. We have a great coffee chain, which Sonia is advising, called Just Coffee, JUS. It's all over. It's about 1,000 stores. So we take domestic opportunities. We have a portfolio of about 1,000 opportunities, which are exclusively with us, where we work with them. We also take on a lot of opportunities which are now looking to scale their business outside. Like I brought Kenny Rogers to India and many other opportunities. So one side is to onboard brands, which is the entire exercise we do. And I personally work and spend 4 or 5 countries every single month to get these brands portfolio right. And as you become an IFC, you represent all these brands exclusively, right? Say if somebody joins in KL, after 3 days of your training, you'll represent 100 brands to enter KL, all signed up, right? So these are large companies. It can be European companies, Australian companies, Middle Eastern companies, all these companies. I'm not talking about Indian companies because I know uh, in Malaysia, you will have to bring in maybe Chinese companies. So the top companies which are now looking to enter KL, right? So that portfolio comes from us. The second part of a business, which is the most important part, is the investor base. We constantly work on building our investor base. We bring in a lot of investors. We get about 10 million investors annually coming to us through different platforms in Sunsfo. They are in active database with our companies. And we get about 100,000 coming every single month, fresh people who are applying to buy a franchise. Our people follow, we have call centers, they follow all the leads, like you all have come through our marketing, right? You never knew about Franchise India or Fran Global or FranCop, but our marketing worked and you were there. Similarly, we do huge marketing. Anything you search on franchise, you're 100% coming to us. These leads are then filtered down, qualified, and given to you. So now you have brands which you're trained on, and you also have leads which are qualified. Your job is to bring them together, and we make money from both sides. We make top money from our brands. We are expensive, probably the most expensive consulting firm in franchising in the world, but we deliver. We sell 10,000 franchise every single year. So companies love us. They want to give us the top dollar. And so we make money from them, and we make money from investors. Say if somebody, a rich group wants to acquire an international master franchise in any country, right? Like we just sold a few franchisees in Sri Lanka. We also took Sri Lankan company to India. There's a popular fashion brand for my Sri Lankan friend called Kelly Feder, which is a fast fashion brand. We just brought that to India. We're bringing some other brands. I myself have acquired a Sri Lankan. We opened up a Candy. If you are in Candy, we opened up one store in Candy called Tea Avenue. I don't know you know about it, but it's a phenomenal tea brand, and I own that now. I personally love the brand, and I acquired the brand. So we give you both. We give you brands, we give you investors, and your job is to bring them together. And that also we give you huge training to understand how deal structuring is done, how you bring expectations right, how you do the contracts. We support you from all proposals, legal documentation, everything else to enable you. This is what the business model is, and that's where you make money. You also make money from business development, which means that you go to new brands and say, if you want to grow, we can take you. So we make companies franchise ready and then take them to market. So it can be any brand. It can be a brand which has done well in a local market and now has aspiration to scale both domestically, internationally, depending on where they are and what is their interest. We help them to even scale that opportunity. So this is a business model, but this model is not for everyone. Friends, this is a very mature consulting practice which we have developed over the years. A lot of time, energy we have put in, our senior team has put in. We have modules which are world class. Our training is top class, 8 hours, 3 days training. We host you and do the training. And then you have weekly refresher trainings, every day one training, because training we believe is our fundamental to our business. Knowledge is where we need to build. I rather say any business you do, there are 3 ROIs. One ROI is return on investment, which is classic ROI, right? You put money and money works for you. We are not about that. The other two are important. One is return on intelligence, which is the knowledge you build and bring to work. And second is return on involvement, which is a time. And that's why I asked this question. Somebody who's just in career change has full time. People who are in management consultant understand the importance of time. So I'm not interested in money. I'm not interested in any money. Rather, when Sanjay would tell you what investment is, you will laugh at it. The opportunity we're giving it at this structure, it's no brainer. You can make 10, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times the first month. But issue is, I don't need anyone who cannot put 100 hours. It's non-qualifier. I personally interview everyone. And if I don't see somebody has capability to put 100 hours, I tell my team, I'll pass that opportunity. I will not have anyone who is not successful with us. We are world's most successful company, and I want company of same likes. I need people who also believe to be the most successful people with us. So, friend, this is from my side. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking, especially our friends who've joined from overseas markets. I'm sure it must be late in KL, and there is an opportunity uh, for all of us to maximize. This industry is phenomenal. But again, I said, think over it. Think over it that you want to be a consultant. You want to put time in building entrepreneurs like you. You want to really scale businesses to the next level. You want to invest in relationships. You want to invest in networking. If that is an answer yes to you, and you genuinely believe this is a career opportunity, talk to us, and we'll be happy to have a discussion with you. And if we see you see merit in us and we see merit in you, then this can be a very long-term partnership. So anything from Sonia, your side, and then we pass it on to Sanjay for running his presentation.
Great. I think I'm just still going through a lot of comments that I see in the Q&A box, and I'd like to thank all of you friends for being with us today. And there's a very important part of our presentation, which I would request all of you to stay back for another 15 minutes. But before I give it to Sanjay, I'll say, as a company, Franchise India, Fran Global, that we operate in global markets, we are not a product company, we are a knowledge company. So when I say we're a knowledge company, we are a company that works on bringing solutions, right, to a large community and a very, I would say, dynamic and growing community of buyers, business buyers, entrepreneurs, and companies, whether these are Indian companies or global brands who want to enter different markets. And today, as we see, the role of consultants is getting evolved, and the new world is also knowledge driven. And that is the reason we need some strong partners who can put their time. And I saw some questions, and we also put a lot of time with you in the initial training days, which is a training that happens every single month at the head office of Franchise India. And not only that, there is every week training that is done where we also bring in other partners from other countries, India, and there's a lot of peer-to-peer learning. So, friends, we'll leave more discussion for maybe our second meeting, and I let Sanjay take it over from here. And thank you so much, Sanjay. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your insightful details, and we will take the few slides today in the interest of time. And
And as a parting note, sorry for interrupting you, Sanjay. I'm available next 2 days because I'm traveling to tomorrow to Goa, and then day after we have some event in Delhi. So then I'm traveling to Europe for a few days. So anyone who qualifies with our team, say tomorrow morning, would have an opportunity to spend maybe 15-20 minutes with me over next 2 days. So book your slot if you're really serious about it, and then we can have a chat, and then we can take the discussion ahead. While you should not rush, you should think over it. You need to understand it well. It's a big decision, career decision, and it should be done with full conviction. And everything you have, you should bring in, and then only opportunities become very, very successful. A lot of time I ask people why you want to do it, and the answer to me is, "Oh, I want to do something part time." So part time is not something I appreciate. You can do many businesses in life, but there has to be full time for you. Every business needs attention. Every business needs your direction. Every business needs your vision, and then only businesses grow and succeed. I've seen many entrepreneurs who have built very, very successful multi-billion-dollar companies, but they see every business, they love every business which they own, and put focus and time for that. So thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
thank you, sir. So we'll continue. So we are saying franchising. Franchising, as we discussed, it's a $5 trillion industry. Anything you consume today is coming from franchise industry, franchise company that everybody knows now. And if we talk about the category wise or industry wise, so you name any industry today, right from courier coming at home and or Zepto, we're talking about in 10-minute delivery businesses, Blinkit or Zepto is also now franchised. Or anything comes to your home, which is even metros, we are talking about gardener or repair work or cleaning work you do at home is also coming from franchise company. And there are now companies who are providing even maid coming to your home is also a service which is now coming into franchising as well. So then there are a lot of categories which are, say, food, education, uh, retail, fashion. These are all very, very old categories into franchising. But there's a pet care which is newly evolved. There are a lot of pet care businesses now. They are also expanding. There's a daycare also, which is you have heard about daycare in preschooling, which is also franchise. But there's a daycare also for pet care, because if you are working as a husband wife, you are there in, say, metro city, where you will keep your pet. So there is a pet care also, which is complete daycare process and system which has been created as a franchise model. So there are so many other businesses also which are a retail format or into, say, kind of a, it can be a different model, like it is operated by the brand themselves, and it can be invested by a franchise. So we have different models for different investors. After understanding where from you're coming, that's what different parameters when we understand from the investor side. If there's any some professional he want to only invest and don't have time also to start that business, so we can also help with that simply model. So we have FOCO model, FICO model, FOFO model, or so many models which we can create for our investors. But it's very, very important that to help investor, to guide investor how to start, which model is going to help you, which is model to fit for your market, which model is going to be fit for your investment as well. That's also very important, because sometimes some investors are doing some mistakes. So they have some 10, 15, 20 lakh rupees and going to start some startup company and not getting involved into this, and just assuming that company will operate and will get sure short results out of that or ROI out of that, then it's also getting your loss making proposition. So it is a really very important decision, important structure which we have to create in between getting someone into business and getting someone invest into the business. So that's why it's a very responsible position also for all of us at consulting level. So that's where we do full training also. We are the only company where we help investors that which business should be invest in, and which business is suitable for your market, for your pocket, and for you as per your profile and your experiences concerned. So what we do after you join us as a partner, so we have a tablet which stands for technology. T stands for technology. So we give you full your database in the CRM. We also create a email ID of your franchise in the domain for you. And also, as someone was talking about, he is from Pune, say, we have office in Kharadi, World Trade Center company and office. Someone is from Mumbai, we have office in Mumbai. So we have now offices, as we discussed, in many, many kind of cities. So it is, you have got a full access to come to our office, use our office full day, full time. And for an individual business model, as an IFC, you don't need to have an office. There is no investment towards the office to open. Then we are giving you brands as you come for the training. So we will give you all the brands for you. We'll also structure your brand list, brand portfolio, which is suitable for your experience and suitable for your market as well. While all the markets are open for you, but since you are working for some territory where you are based, where you can have some local brands also, you can have regional brands, you can have national brands, you can also have international brands within your portfolio. So L stands for leads. There is no investment towards leads. Also, we give you minimum 50 qualified leads every month. And then there are other set of leads also which we are giving, but now we don't charge for it. Earlier it was chargeable, but now we are not charging any kind of a investment towards lead generation, promotion, or any kind of a campaign. It's all done by Franchise India. E stands for events. So we have 15, 20 events every month, which are all open and accessible to all our partners. This Sunday, we have a show in Delhi. So we have partners who are coming from Chandigarh also, but some partner coming from Mumbai also. Then we have Lucknow coming up, is in Lucknow on 21st. So again, we have got Delhi partners going to Lucknow to be part of that show. And we have also other cities from Raipur or from Indore also coming to be part of this show. So this everything is open and you can be part of any event because we don't have any geographical restriction. We do across cities. T stands for training. So there's a 3 days extensive training program which we have structured, and we know the process. We have structured it in a way that's giving you the in-depth knowledge about the products, about the brands, and about the how to do this business. So that's just complete structure. Once you go through the 3 days program, you don't have to worry about them. You don't have to understand anything else because everything would be given in this training program. So we have created a structure wherein IFC partner, when you join us as an IFC, you will become an IFC at the entry level. So this is the way we started with the IFC program. And then next year, once you cross the first year, you will become IFC elite member. And first year IFC, what it is getting you and what IFC elite will get you is like this: that first year, when you become an IFC at the entry level, you will have 40% share of market share partner with us, and then you become 50% partner with us next year. So first year is 40%. So 40% of the revenue which we are going to do. In this, we have 4 revenue products largely, but there are so many other revenue products also. But these are 4 main revenue products. So I'll give you some understanding. This is a very, very important slide for all of us. So when you join us, I'll give you full understanding about the product line. So if we say revenue products, as we discuss, I'll make it very simple. One side we have investors, one side we have brands, as we discussed already. Now what we do, we match make both. And we are being paid from the investor also, from the brand side also, but not once, twice. First, we will onboard both, which is investor, which is brand. So if any investor who is looking to start a business and he approaches us and or he meets us or we approach through our events or any other platform, so we have to onboard the investor first. We don't work free. It's a policy. We don't work free. So we have to onboard the investor first. Accordingly, if there is any brand business who is looking to expand the business, we onboard that brand. We don't work free. We onboard. So there is a fee which we charge for onboarding. And then what we do, we service both. When we service both, then we are also being paid for it. So we get the service fees also. So for onboarding the investor, we called as investor IA. So where you see I is the investor, B stands for brand. So from the investor, IA is investor acquisition, investor registration, investor onboarding. And then we are taking IS from investor, which is investor service fees. When we service the investor, when we get a franchise for the investor, we also take the service fees from the investor. Again, from the brand side, BD is the brand development, business development. We take the brand on board, we charge for that. Then we do full consulting, get them ready. Then marketing, lead generation, we work on leads, we get the deals done. So when we service the brand would mean when we find the franchise, when we finalize the deal, we also get brand service fees. So we again get the fee, which is brand paying us. Now in this, there are 3 products: investor onboard, investor service, or brand service. We charge a fee, and out of that, 40% will go to my partner. And other side, when we are talking about BD, brand on board, you have to give us a reference. We will work for you. We'll do all the meetings for you. And then proposal presentations would be also done. Follow-up would be done by us. The second meeting, third meeting, negotiations, everything would be done by our side. Then we onboard, we follow the payments, invoicing, everything by us. And then we start consulting service, get them ready, then marketing, lead generation, all investment done by Franchise India. Since you have given us a reference, you are getting 20% of that onboarding fees. Now, our onboarding fees is starting from 8.5 lakh rupees. Then second is 17.5 lakh, 40 lakh, and 75. So there are 4 formats which we have for brand onboarding. Depends on the brand, depends on their rollout, depends on their plans. We share the proposal. And if we talk about the lowest one, which is 8.5 lakh plus GST, that's the onboarding fees, the lowest. So you get 20% of that. If you do 3 references, 4 references, 5 references a month, now you can understand if we close 2 brands also a month, which is 8.5 into 2, 17 lakh rupees. So you get 20% of the 17, but there is no restriction. You can do many meetings you can arrange, and we'll do the joint meetings. From this side, from the investor onboarding, which is starting from 30,000 rupees to 5 lakh, depending on the investment of that investor. So then if you calculate, you can do 10, 20, 30, or even one single, or if you are not involved, you cannot do even in investor on board also. For onboarding, we will do joint meetings. We help you to how to do this piece, and then we help you to get this investor acquisition done. So of that, you get 40% first revenue. Second, when we do a deal, so the investor will pay us a fees, which is minimum of 1 lakh rupees in that case, wherein it is under 20 lakh rupees opportunity, depending on the investor and the investment. So if it is as low as under 20, we have 35,000 rupees to charge. So you get 40% of that. So how many you are doing, you can multiply accordingly. And there's no restriction, no, there's a sky is the limit. Accordingly, when we start doing the deals, we are being paid from both sides, investor side, also brand side. So investor will pay us minimum 1 lakh rupees each of these. Who is looking forward to business start under 20 lakh. So if the investment goes high, little higher, then we are onboarding is also going high, and also my service fees also becoming high. So in onboarding starts from 35, it goes to 5 lakh, and then my investment, which is investor service fees, is also getting 1 lakh rupees up to say 20, 25 lakh rupees as well. From the brand side, depending on the opportunity, what kind of brand is, how much is the investment, and then accordingly it starts from some 1.5 lakh rupees to start with, which is brand service fees, but it goes up to 50 lakh also, because we have multiple meetings, multiple discussions we do, multiple brands we sell, and then there are unit franchise, master franchise, and vice versa. So depending on what is we are selling, but I'm talking about the starting range, which is basic, which is basis. On this, if you can calculate, for example, you do 10 investors on board, 10 into 35, I'm talking about the base limit, which we are going to help. 35 into, say, 10, it becomes 3.5 lakh. So your share is 40%. Then we get the 1 lakh rupees each. So all 10 will pay us 1 lakh, 10 lakh. 10 lakh would mean that you get again 40%. Now from brand side, we are getting, say, 2 lakh rupees each, example, as an average. 2 lakh into 10, it becomes 20 lakh. And 20 lakh rupees, which is coming to Franchise India through you, you again get 40% of 20 lakh. Now you can calculate. This is how. And if you get one or two references also, so you get this also. At the same time, I'm giving another reference, which is little higher opportunity, which is higher in investment. Say we have got any jewelry brand. Now, jewelry brand, we have all jewelry brands, uh, starting with a fashion jewelry from 20, 25 lakh rupees. Then we have gold brands, which are coming into 1 CR to say 10 CR. Then we have lab grown diamonds, which is again into 2 to, because lab grown diamond is also now in the news, and you can see it's a trend today. People are going for buying lab grown diamonds rather virgin diamond. So this comes into 2 lakh, 2 CR to 10 CR in between. And then we go for bigger brands like Kalyan, which is 25 CR. Then we go for TVZ, Tribhuvandas Bhimji Zaveri, which is a 161-year-old brand, fifth generation. So we have that also exclusive with us, which is 40 CR. Then we have Indriya, which is 50 to 60 CR, the brand from Aditya Birla. So we have got all this, and we have all investors also with coming to us, having different investments. It can be 50 lakh to 1 CR or 1 CR to 2 CR, 2 CR and above, 3 CR and above, 10 CR, even up to 100, 200, 300 CR as well. I'm just talking about you in case you can do multiple deals. Then we have international brands wherein we sell rights for one location, even it is say 50 to 50 lakh to 1 CR, franchise fees for them if you are looking forward for a area rights. And it's a huge revenue which we are getting, and we are highly being paid from the industry. So that's where we have, suppose TVZ, if we sell a brand of TVZ, one location, one deal, we are getting 20 lakh rupees from the investor side, 20 lakh rupees from the brand side, and obviously onboarding of the investors also being 2, 3 lakh rupees. So it's a very, very big revenues which you are getting. Say the total is coming up to, say, for up to Franchise India, say 45 to 47 lakh rupees. So you get 40% of that 45 lakh rupees. Now, if you can calculate that way, but we have low cost also, we have mid segment also, we have the bigger investment businesses also, and accordingly, we also have a demand ready. So we also have the investors ready. So in this piece, we are giving you investor also, we are giving you brands also, we are giving you training also, we are giving support also how to do this piece, and their joint meetings also. Then we follow payments, follow up everything. So if you are bringing in 5 to 10%, your time, we are also putting in 80 to 90% time. But your time is very, very important. As we discussed, minimum 100 hours we need. That's for 1 month. 100 hour a month is basic, is required to get selected. So this is first revenue. So when I'm talking about 40% calculation, so next year you will become 50%. Same will become 50% next year. However, in the brand onboarding, it will remain 20% because it's the same process wherein you are giving us only reference and we do the rest. Leads, as we said, it's a 50 minimum guaranteed leads, but when you are working with us, you can get as many leads you want. It can be 200, 300 leads also, because there are investor leads, there are brand leads, which are qualified leads who have applied for the brand, and that's also given to you. So lead is absolutely not a concern, because we are getting around 35 to 40,000 leads. Investors leads were coming to us every week. That's what the strength we have, and we have short of hands. That's why we are looking to expand. We're looking for more partners to join us. So this is for the IFC partner, which is individual, as a structure of your payout. I'll give you some understanding about a firm model, which is our second model, which is there. Totally, it was in 27 cities, but I'll give you understanding where we have opened the branches, which is through a partner. We call it as a firm license. Now, we have already done in Lucknow, we have already done in Punjab, we are in Indore, Raipur, Vijayawada, Vizag, Nagpur, Mysore. We have also in Surat, Rajkot, Gandhinagar, Calicut, Coimbatore, Trichy, Navi Mumbai, and Guwahati. And now the cities which are open for this model, wherein someone who can take our branch, the license to open a full-fledged branch. But in that branch, you have to pay the rentals, you have to pay the salaries, and you will run that branch full-fledged. 400 to 500 square feet office, 4 to 5 member team. That's all salaries and everything would be borne by you. And the license fees in this case would be 25 lakh rupees and 20 lakh rupees. We have two models, like Jaipur and Jammu is very, very top cities where we have 25 lakh rupees. And if it's a small city, which can be also, say, any kind of city like Nasik, we are open in Nasik. So cities open, which we can give you understanding, which is Jaipur, which is Madurai is open right now. We have Nasik, Ranchi, Patna, Belgaum, Goa. Goa, as we are looking for both, it can be an independent model, it can be a branch model also. And Dehradun, then we have Bhubaneswar, and we also have Jammu. So these are 10 cities which we are looking for as of now for a firm model, wherein branch office would be opened by you, and office, obviously rentals you have to pay, salaries to the employees will be paid by you, and we have a 50-50% share with the firm partner. And then we also appoint individual IFC model also there in your city. So when IFC model we open, that credit will go also to my partner, 25% of the IFC fees, and then we also give 10% to the firm partner, and obviously 40% we are paying to the IFC partner as a payout once the business is done through a IFC partner under firm. So if it is directly firm doing the business, then there is a 50-50% instead of 40%, which is there for the firm model. But there is a 3+3 year of agreement with firm branch. For AFC, which is individual, will be 3 years of agreement. But when we are talking about the fee structure for an IFC partner, it is just 7.5 lakh rupees plus GST, only one-time license fees. There is a 3-year agreement, as we said. Entire 3 years, all the investment would be done by Franchise India, and you have no investment thereafter. And every partner, we also have to invest 25 lakh rupees in 3 years. But the revenue, which is you get, the sharing you get, not only the revenue part, which we have just discussed, there is another part of it wherein you get a cash incentives also from the brands which we are working with. They have put some cash incentives, say just 50,000 to up to 4-5 lakh rupees, also a deal. So they are also paying to help them to get a franchisees from these brands. Some of brands we have negotiated, and we have done this cash incentive for our partners. It can be a firm partner, it can be an IFC partner. Third, we also have contest, which is every quarter we have a contest. for all our partners, and our team will help you to qualify. There's small criteria for that, which is very, very easy. For 3 months, quarter, and we will take you to an international destination. And there are 4 international trips every year for our partners, and our team will help you to qualify for that. And now, recently, we were there for Jan, Feb, March. We were in Vietnam. Now we are going Thailand this April, May, June, and we are going in the month of July. There are so many partners now who have already qualified. So qualification is not a criteria, because that is our team would help, and that will make you qualify. So then Franchise India will take you to the international destinations, and every year we do awards and recognitions also for our partners. And this is a completely process-driven system, structured in a way for our partners. But for international guests, once we have a call with you, so then we will discuss about the fee structure. It's only for the Indian markets. International guests will share and discuss over the call, because every country there's a different kind of a fee structuring, and that's after once we speak, we'll have a full understanding about this. And any question you have, once our team vision heads will reach out to you, have a full meeting, detailed discussion with them, and then they will take you through a full structure. But in the interest of time, we have to sign off, because we have taken 10 minutes extra. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. Thank you so much for being patient with us. It's a one-sided, and we've been talking, you've been listening. Thank you so much for your patience and being so cooperative and interactive also, because this session you have made it very, very interactive. That's what consulting is all about. And this is also one of the qualification criteria, that who is interacting with us, who is taking this time and efforts to interacting with us, because consulting is all about interaction. Other side, we look forward to have a 10 minutes introduction with our chairman, sir, one by one for next 3 hours. Days we have pick some slots, and wherein we speak to you directly, and then we'll take this discussion.